All right, y'all. Yeah. They moving funny. Why? 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 Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. I gotta do my thing. Yeah. What? Yeah. Are y'all ready? I know I was a little late. Let me be great. Talking about moving funny, y'all. Why? What's going on? Daily Go Getimism Show. I said it's the daily, the daily, the daily, it's the Daily Go Getimism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be alright. We talk about when they move in funny tonight. We talk about when they move in funny tonight. Hey yo, you notice that they move in funny tonight. But yo, something happened that you didn't really know affected them, but yo, that's how it go. And they show you in a lot of different ways that they be going kind of crazy. Yo, it's kind of hazy. You didn't know that they had a lot of things on their mind, and they showing you each and every time they come around. Sometimes they don't come around no more, and they moving kind of funny, hanging with the ops for sure. Now you're wondering why. What's the reason for your treason? I can't deal with that shit for any. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm sorry I'm late. Yo, I was having technical difficulties. I don't normally be having no technical difficulties 1 a.m. in the morning, but I was having some technical difficulties this 1 a.m. in the morning. But we are here, and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. And we talking about, you noticed that they was moving funny. You didn't notice that they was moving funny until I'm saying, like, when you have been dealing with a person and you kind of get to know them a little bit, and they might be cool peoples, you know, whether they are really, really special people to you or somebody that you just know in passing, but you know, maybe y'all have a good rapport, building a relationship, that type of thing. But you are getting to know them, they are getting to know you. And it doesn't take being around somebody for very long before you start to notice how they are. So if they are the kind of person that appeals to you, that attracts you, that are the type of people that you would hang around with, cool out with, chill with, yeah, you're gonna notice certain things about them. But you'll notice certain behaviors with people. You'll notice things that might make them upset, things that might throw them off a little bit, things that they think are funny, things that might make them scared a little bit, little phobias. You know what I mean? You ever been friends with somebody or relatives with somebody that was scared to go up? Like, forget about being scared of heights, because a lot of people are afraid of heights. But somebody who had like crazy phobias, like I'm not going up that escalator or elevator. Like my stepmom, she wouldn't go up an escalator. She'll come down the escalator, but not up the escalator. It was kind of weird. Or either that or it was the other way around. But anyway, so when I talk about somebody starting to move funny, like something could have happened. It could have been something that was said in a conversation that you didn't even take notice of. Something that you wasn't even really paying attention to. Something that was very matter of fact for you, but to them it resonated with something and it kind of triggered them. And when you start talking about things that trigger people, people can start acting real different after they get triggered. Now, they might only start acting funny for that day, or it could extend into a much longer time to whereas you like, oh, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing now. You're acting funny, moving funny. I don't understand. I ain't down with that. Not for my money. I said, yo, what we gotta do about this? Is it something I said, something I did, something I risked? Well, since you don't want to talk, I guess I gotta guess, and I don't know. Nonetheless, I'ma try to get to the bottom of the problem because right now I feel like me and you had better solve them because this is not the way we do our thing. We used to be thick as thieves, and now we all right. So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getterism Show. Once again, I wanna apologize for being a little late. But like I said, I was having technical difficulties. These monitors wasn't working, and the computer acting crazy. And I'm doing it. I do the show with the phone, but I still need the monitors because there's certain information that might be up here that I need to use. So I'm here, and I'm glad to be here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and I'm glad that y'all rocking with me. And you are now rocking with the best. Yeah, I'm going to declare that. Like, what the hell? I mean, they say if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will believe in you either. So you are now rocking with the best. So let's do this thing. You didn't notice that they was acting funny. I didn't notice that they was acting funny until maybe the subject of the ex came up. Maybe is when you stop giving them money. They didn't start acting funny till you took away the money. More finance. Now you can't get a chance. They don't answer the phone and they don't come around and you wondering why. Y'all used to be so down. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. All right. Let me shout out my peoples. What up, Care Bear? Thanks for coming through there. And Stacy White, thanks for coming through each and every night. And Naturalista Rap, yo, what's the haps? Thanks for coming through. I saw you in person, give you a dap, maybe a hug, maybe a beer, maybe a chug. I don't drink, but I get something for you, I think. All right. And Mikey, man, my dude, thanks for coming through, man. You've becoming one of the most faithful, and I appreciate it. No doubt. And John Smith, he says, what's up, this Steve Urkel dance? I don't know what the fuck you talking about. All right. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's good? How you feeling? And Crystal Lynn, Dawn Day Chief, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. But them being scared is their problem. Sometimes it can be their problem. Sometimes it can be your problem. I don't want to take for granted that we always do the right thing. I don't want to take for granted that we're always the good guy in situations because some of us kind of shady ourselves. We might be moving funny as a modus of operandi. Like that's just we always move shady. I'm not talking about you particularly, and I'm not talking about myself particularly. But I'm sure you know somebody who moves funny all the time. So of course, a person that moves funny all the time is going to notice when somebody else is moving funny because they're used to everybody else moving in a straight line, and they be moving side to side. They be moving in a wiggle. Jay Bush, the Ohio Players, the Shy Lights, Tina Marie, Rick James, James Brown, Mays, Frankie Beverly, David Ruffin, Sam Cooke, Billy Paul, Patti LaBelle. Man, you just named off some classic legends right there. That's what I'm talking about. What we talking about, Jay? What we talking about? The black lash cracker. Sup, dude? What's up? Crystal Lynn says, so they need to be able to recognize the triggers. Okay. Natasha Younger. What up, Natasha? It says, hello. Got my popcorn ready. That's what's up. All right. J. Bush says, all right. Mikey Man says, take away the money. People get real funny. Listen, when you feeding the birds, well, you know what? That's a funny thing. Because animals don't act funny when you stop feeding them. They still keep coming around because they think you're going to feed them. But human beings, as soon as you cut off that gravy train, they be like, shit, I got to find another way to eat. As if they were employed by you. And they weren't. You was just, being generous and footing the bill for everything and all of that. And people get used to that. And as soon as you stop doing it, they got to find another MC Hammer. And I say MC Hammer because you know when Hammer was out, he was feeding a crew of like 50 people, employing a crew of like 50. Was it 50 or more? He had all of these people on tour, and he paying for everything. He's signing them the record deals and all of that. They all eating off of Hammer. Soon as the Hammer dried up, yo, where's Oak Town's 357? Y'all was just dancing on stage. They already back home. They home in the Bay. You're like, oh, we got a show over here. We got a show over here, and we on the East Coast. Oh yeah, Hammer. We back home. We back home. You know what I mean? We just crossed the bridge. We home. Like, why y'all home? Oh, you said you ain't had the money to pay us. So y'all left the tour in the middle of. Okay. Yeah, like that. Fisher the Gamer and Below Natural VR. That's what's up. Crystal. Okay. Okay. Zach S says I'm gay. Okay. Oh, well, man, that's on you. All right. Fisher Gamer. All right. Fisher the Gamer. Below. Okay. Crown Block says bro looks like a doppelganger. Damn, do I? So I look like something of somebody else? So if I'm a doppelganger, can I be a doppelganger of myself? Because I haven't known a doppelganger to be a particular person. Your doppelganger is like an extension of yourself. It's like your body double, right? So yeah, maybe I am a body double. So sometimes I'm like this, and other times I'm like this. That's my doppelganger. All right. Crystal says, it's okay to be gay. Nothing to be ashamed of. The world used to mean happy. The word used to mean happy. Yeah, it did. It actually, as far as the dictionary is concerned, it still does. Crown Block says, you ain't Steve Harvey, dog. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Ring the alarm. Because there are a lot of people that I admire in this world, and he ain't one of them. So thank you. And you know why I'm not Steve Harvey? Because Steve Harvey would never go back and forth with you. Steve Harvey would never do that. Steve Harvey would always make sure that there was a filter between you and him. Steve Harvey got some diva in him. Anybody who wears suits every time you fucking see them, you know they got to have diva all up in them. You know what I mean? That's some different shit. Because I ain't never known a man that feels like he should be in a suit at all times. That's a different kind of feeling. I don't even know what kind of blood that is running through your veins. So yeah, saying that I'm not Steve Harvey, thank you. Thank you. Only thing I like about Steve Harvey is his manager. Whoever his manager is the truth. Whoever his manager and his booking agent. Because Steve Harvey is not that funny and he's not that talented. That's my opinion. But that motherfucker is like, him and Ice-T are the best. They got the best booking agents. They got the best managers I've ever seen. Ice-T has been in movies for the past 40 years and has not gotten any better. None. And how long has he been on SVU? On Law and Order SVU? Like 20 something years? Ain't got no better. From Colors? No. He was in Breaking First, I believe. He was in the movie Breaking First. Matter of fact, Ice-T was actually in Renee and Angela's video. We talking about like 81, 82. Yo, he goes back. All right. One with all. What's going on? Stan the Man. Crispy Bacon. Thanks for coming back through. Journeys Around the World. Rick Paints. All right, Maddie. How come black people and white people don't claim mixed people? Says who? Says who? All right. Says Bernie is the best. That's an opinion. All right. Mikey Man says, do you work second shift? I don't and should be sleeping, but I keep catching you. Yeah, I actually do work second shift. And I never thought I would, but I do. I work second shift. And Luke Laurel. All right, y'all. First of all, let's get dressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to put my clothes on here. Put my clothes on here. Let's go. All right, put my shit on. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? All right, come on. Come on. Everybody stick their neck out. Stick your neck out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right. Yeah. Looking good. Levels is good. Levels is good. All right. Take the photo so y'all can see how handsome and pretty y'all look tonight. All right. Look at that. Huh? Wait a minute. That's not a good enough picture because y'all don't see the bottom. I'm take another one. There you go. There you go, huh? Full body, baby. Full body. What's good? Look nice, handsome, pretty, beautiful, debonair. Yeah, that's what's up. Let's go. All right, so we talking about, I didn't notice that they was moving funny until what? What happens when you are building a relationship with somebody or have a decent relationship with somebody and then all of a sudden they do a 180, flip a 360 on you? Or not necessarily, they don't change that much, but they are noticeably doing things that you think are questionable or suspect or just not that cool. You know, like if you've ever had a friend or somebody who was becoming a friend to you, maybe y'all hadn't known each other a long time, so y'all hadn't built like a really long or established relationship, but y'all were working on establishing a relationship. And all of a sudden, you know, they stop coming around, or when they come around, they're a little standoffish, not talking as much, like they're going through something. But when you ask them what's going on, they're saying, no, everything cool. You know, I'm just feeling tired today, or I'm not feeling that good, or whatever. But it seems to go on. Like maybe you witnessed them acting like their normal selves until you came around. And then when you come around, you know, then all of a sudden they clam up or they start acting just a little, they're moving a little funny. And then maybe with people who you consider to be your enemies or people who you consider not to be, you know, really, really good friends with you, maybe they start hanging out with them or bringing them up in conversation or, you know, sort of rubbing elbows with the ops, start fraternizing with the ops. So they moving funny. And maybe you didn't notice that they was moving funny until they started moving funny or until a particular incident happened, because sometimes people take things differently than you took them. So you may not have thought anything about something that happened between you and them, but they may have taken it really, really personally, and now they are acting out in a certain kind of way, and you wondering what's going on, what's happening. Like, you know, you might even ask them, like, you know, are me and you all right? That was one thing I got from my pop. My dad always told me, like, yo, if you notice that somebody is acting different towards you than they used to be, you know what I mean? Ask them, you know, ask them straight up. Make them give you an answer. Now, if they may not give you the right answer or the real answer or the correct answer or whatever, they might not tell you the real reason, but they won't be able to say that you didn't notice and that you didn't ask. So however things go after that, it's kind of on them, because you gave them a chance to hash it out with you, to talk it out, to communicate, to get things together, and they chose to go in a different route. So you got to do whatever you got to do. So we talking about, I didn't notice that they was moving funny until, maybe it was something that was said in conversation. Maybe they found out something about you from somebody else that was unfavorable. So, you never know who is discussing things about you in the background. But that's something that we have to deal with. So we're going to deal with it tonight. So have you ever dealt with somebody like that? They started moving funny all of a sudden, all out of the blue. And they trying to deny it and act like, no, everything cool. But you know damn well, like, come on, man, don't play me like that. Don't play me like that. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It can happen at work. It can happen at school. It can happen at any clubs or organizations that you might be a part of. It can happen in your own family. It can happen on your own block. It can happen on your porch. Neighbors. Neighbors be acting funny. They be moving funny sometimes. Like maybe before they were more helpful and accommodating to you. Or maybe they were more involved in community activities with you. And then all of a sudden they stopped doing that shit. Like maybe when they went out, if your home is set up that way, maybe they used to let's say it snowed outside, and sometimes they would if they went out before you went out, they would shovel your walk, and then they just stopped doing it. And you notice, okay, or they shared their salt with you. Maybe they didn't shovel your walk, but maybe they shared their salt with you. So when they went out and put the salt on they walkway, when it snowed or whatever, they would share some of theirs with you, and they stopped doing it. And you notice they stopped doing it after a certain incident. Maybe they felt like you were being selfish, or that you didn't want to do your own share, or maybe they felt like you didn't come out to shovel until they came out and shoveled first, so you would wait for them to. You never know what's going on in somebody's mind. You may never know what's going on in somebody's mind. They might work the first shift and you might work the third shift. So maybe by the time it started snowing, you just getting home from work. So you ready to go to bed or whatever. Or maybe it's snow. Let's say you got home, you work from 11 to 7:30 in the morning. You get home at 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. And it started snowing at 9 o'clock a.m. So you home, chilling, you in the bed or something like that. You might not wake up until 1, 2 in the afternoon. They just getting home from work. So they like, oh, you let all of this snow accumulate, you know what I mean? You expect me to shovel your walk. Maybe they were doing it before, but now they act like they don't understand. And it's just a miscommunication. They don't know that you work on third shift. They don't know, but they was helping out before. Now they ain't looking out. Or maybe they noticed that you were being friendly with another neighbor that they don't like. And sometimes, let's say if it's your neighbor, you gotta be their neighbor. People get possessive in certain kind of ways. So they consider you to be their neighbor. So when you start having other friends or getting friendly with other neighbors, maybe they notice that and they're like, all right, well, since you're so friendly with that neighbor, let him shovel. Let him rake your leaves. Let him help you out. Let him whatever. They're moving funny. So you might have noticed, as soon as you start hanging out or being friendly with other people, then all of a sudden you weren't friendly with them anymore. So they started moving a little funny, and you might have noticed. So I see y'all talking a little bit. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, I ain't talking about shit. Okay. All right. We might have to move a little something. All right. Let me see. Hail Satan, down the hatch with Chris Watts. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Crispy Bacon, you say Dave Chappelle is the best? Okay, all right. Journeys Around the World says, are you Muslim? Let's say I'm Chrislam. Like, okay, I'm Muslim. Yeah, if I had to nail it down, that's what I would say. Maddie, okay. All right. Okay, Luke Laurel says, what's up, OG? I fuck with your channel. Keep talking that ish. I appreciate you, my dog. I do. All right. Dan Foster Wallace says, hello. I have a serious issue. Okay, you don't want that. Every time somebody come on there and say that. Oh, no. Oh, you might be serious. Mikey Man says, took that promotion, but now you're on second. I know how it goes. I hear that. Dan Foster says, do you live, do you live guidance or do I submit somewhere else? I'm not sure what you're asking. All right. Richard Kent says, I like the necklace, man. What's it made of? Any meaning behind them? Yeah. All right. So these are cow bones. Oh, I have another one. So these are cow bones. You can see them up close. Cow bones, cow bones. I hope the cow died first, or they took them when they was getting beef from them or whatever. But yeah, these are cow bones, and I call them struggle beads. And the reason I call them struggle beads is because you notice that they're big and they're long, like the chains that we used to wear in the 80s. And I'm a teenager of the 80s. You know, I was born in 1970, so the whole 80s was my teenage years. So, you know, I was 10 in 1980, and I was 20 in 1990. So my whole teenage years was spent in the 80s. And a lot of people talk about the 80s like it was really sweet like that, but it wasn't. The crack era, the AIDS era, you know what I mean? All of that violence, all of that craziness, all of that racism, discrimination, all of that old crazy shit. So it was a lot of struggles. I had a lot of personal struggles, you know, struggle to get through high school, struggle to go to college, struggles to finish college, struggles to, you know, look fly every day, you know, get girls. And, you know, everything was a struggle for me, you know. So I dedicate these bones and these beads to everybody from the 80s who remembers that struggle and remembers that it wasn't all Whitney Houston and Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson and Prince. It wasn't all that. They were there, but there were much more we had to deal with, like Reaganomics, and then Bush, the first Bush, you know, George H.W. Bush. He was the president going out. He was elected in 1988, and it was a hell of a time, man. It was crazy. But you know, there's some things I miss about the 80s, but these are called struggle beads, so these are symbolic of those. So instead of the dookie ropes, the gold dookie ropes, we wear these. Well, I wear these, and that's what it means. So these are not African beads. These are Black American beads. No, not African American beads. These are Black American struggle beads. So that's what it is. And thanks for asking. All right. Morris, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. And Euphoria Jones says, so what's this channel about? Human experience, man. Tonight we're talking about, I didn't notice that you were moving funny until. So we're talking about people who switch up on you, change up on you, start acting a little bit different, a little bit standoffish, a lot differently than they were when y'all were good, when y'all were cool, when y'all were cordial, when y'all were, you know, in good standing with each other. So one person is acting like they're sort of doing the passive aggressive thing, acting like y'all still cool and nothing has changed. But in practice, you notice that they are very different. So there's something going on between both of y'all, and you've noticed it, and you may have noticed it after a particular incident. It could have been a discussion that y'all had that you took that in passing. It wasn't no big deal to you, but for them, it might have been a trigger. For them, it might have really meant something. It could be something crazy. Have you ever, like when you were younger, or I don't know how old you are now, have you ever met somebody that dated or is dating somebody that you used to date, that's fucking with somebody you used to fuck with, that's going with somebody that you used to go with? And some people get funny about that. So y'all might have been cool and, you know what I mean, rocking out with each other until they found out that you used to date their girl. And now they don't want to be so cool with somebody that has a little bit of information, surveillance, intel on their chick. I get it, but they not telling you that. But you notice after dude found out that you used to go with this girl, y'all not hanging out and shooting pool no more. You know, that kind of shit. You know? It happens. It can happen at the job. It can happen around the way. It can happen on the basketball court. It can happen. It can happen at a club, party, get together, whatever. You know, it's a small world, and the world gets really smaller when you start giving a shit about your ex. I mean, your current love's exes. It starts getting real small. All right. Dan Foster Wallace says that's all society is today. Everyone yaps and no one listens. Interesting. Richard Kent says he reading a script. A script? Yeah, I'm reading a fucking script. Yeah, I wish I could come off the head, but instead, here I am reading a script. Yo, it be some dumb motherfuckers that come on this show, son. Listen, I don't have no answers. I wish I had the answers to all of the things that go on in this world and why people do the things that they do, say the things that they say, try to get the attention that they try to get. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes I just have to deal with what I got to deal with. That's what it is. You got to deal with what you got to deal with. You ever have to deal with what you got to deal with? Is it just me? Huh? Nah? Yeah? What? What we doing? What we doing, my peoples? Euphoria Jones says, you sounding paranoid as hell. You sound like you gargle cum. You are a sperm twister. Let me see. You are a sperm gurgler. That's what you sound like to me. And now listen. If we gonna talk about what you sound like I didn't make none of this shit personal. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, what we talking about? What we doing? Now, see, we noticed we talking about people moving funny, being shady. A-hole says, oh, neighbors. Alright. Okay. Stacey White says, I'm very happy. I think because most of my dreams came true. Wow, that's dope. Look at these attention-seeking motherfuckers. Dan Foster Wallace. Are you getting what you need? You get what you need? You get what you need, doggy? I hope so. Y'all be trying hard. You know what I mean? Out of all of the lives that's going on right now, and I don't know, what's going on in some of the lives, but y'all finally found one like, listen, look, and here people will actually talk to me and notice me while I'm acting like a baby. Like, for those of y'all who have children, for those of y'all who can produce children, because some of y'all sound like y'all sterile. Some of y'all sound like y'all been shooting blanks even before the blanks became an issue. You know what I mean? Like, you probably didn't discover girls till you was like 23. Like, Mom, I know girls. I like girls. But yeah, for those of y'all who can produce sperm, for those of y'all who are not testosterone challenged, for those of y'all, you know how when you on the phone, when you're not on the phone, your kid's not paying you no mind. As soon as you get on the phone, it's like, oh yeah, yo dad, I want to get, hey yo dad, can you help me with that? Hey yo dad, yo dad, yeah. That's kind of like how y'all are. All right, so let me see. All right, move past the riffraff here. Stacey White said, okay. All right, let me see. He said I was talking. He said, oh, okay, either he's pre-recorded or doesn't have chat and view. He's an ass. He's an ass. Shoveling snow in May? Shit. Like it ain't no places that snow in May in the United States. Where you from? Where you from? I know for a fact that there are places that snow in April. Shit, I live in Philly. It has snowed in April before. Stacey White says, I'm very happy. And plus, I was just giving an example, you dickhead. It's going to be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights. All right, let me all right. All right. Okay. All right. Maestro says, what gender do you identify? Oh my fucking God. Ah, fuck. All right. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. What's that say? Richiga? Hey, I'm 10. Hey, I'm 10 years clean. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah for 10 years clean. Hell yeah for 10 years clean. Hell yeah, you can get a hell yeah for that. Yo, congratulations. For real. Shoot. Man, and you know, people who are people who are lost in their addiction, or people who are steeped into a habit of getting high all the time, they don't even know. They don't even know the joy that you can find in sobriety. But it's sad that people can't find any happiness in their sobriety. So, that's one of the things that turns people to substances. Even though there is no happiness in addiction either. But most people deny that they have an addiction. All right. Yeah, I'm behind in the chat. So the fuck what? All right. Hellfire and Brimstone says, you telling the truth. The 80s was a struggle for the black families. You had more black families on welfare and paper food stamps. Yeah, man. You remember that shit. Cheese lines. In line for cheese, government cheese. Powdered milk. Powdered milk, dog. Powdered milk, powdered eggs. We was eating powdered everything. They was just give poor people anything. And you know what the fucked up part about it was? Even people who wasn't poor ate that shit. Here you are with a good job, middle class income, doing well for yourself, and you still ate the government cheese. The government cheese. Grilled cheese sandwiches. And people still talking about, oh yeah, it wasn't no grilled cheese sandwiches like the government cheese. Man, fuck that government cheese. I might be in a minority and feeling that way, but I don't care, man. Fuck that shit. I wish they bring back paper food stamps, though. For real. All right. So, all right. So Mikey Man says, okay. All right, let me go. Tig says, show us your apple head. What the fuck are you talking about? Damn, y'all rough tonight. Fuck. Y'all rough tonight. This shit is crazy. So we talking about, I first noticed that you was moving funny when you, all right. Oh, my fucking God. Yolanda says, where you from? I'm from Philly, born and raised. Germantown. Scalia says, Philly top. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Is it the yellow shirt? Is that what it is? All right. Scalia says, a lot of trolls saying gay, trolling those saying gay. Pretty gay. That's what's up. Oh my gosh. All right. This is This chat is fucked up tonight. I don't even know. Like, so there are no regular people chatting tonight? All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Fuck it. We have to do this shit freestyle. So yeah, I noticed that they was moving funny when they started acting differently. Well, like when somebody that you are used to, somebody that you cool with, somebody that you roll with, when they start acting a little funny, yeah, you're gonna notice. But like I said, sometimes people get real passive aggressive and they will pretend like everything is all right with y'all. And maybe they do that. Maybe they do that because they really want to be cool with you again. Or maybe they recognize the error in their ways, but they don't really want to they don't want you to look at them as changing up on them and going crazy on them. Thank you, Scalia. He said I am non-gay. I am non-gay too. I don't know what these motherfuckers are talking about. But I do know what they're talking about, because when you want attention bad, and they figure like, fuck it. When they see real testosterone, they like, well shit, I don't have enough. But it's so easy to hide behind a avatar or some old crazy shit like that. It's so easy to do. I get it. Mikey Man says, I'm here, boss. About to bounce though. I appreciate you coming through, man. Regardless and whatever, I appreciate you coming through. Always and forever. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. One thing about men is when a man knows he's acting like a dickhead, when a man knows that he's acting like a female, and that's no disrespect to any female, but what we don't want is a man acting like a female to other men. And when a man knows he's acting like a little bitch and he don't want to get called on it, sometimes he knows the best thing to do is to just shut the fuck up. But he knows that somebody who knows him is going to notice that he's moving that way. So it's like, so what's going on? Nothing, man. Everything all right? What are you talking about? Everything is all right. Y'all might be on your way going somewhere. You ever been like back in the days when I would go to clubs and bars and all of that kind of stuff, hang out, chill out, go get some drinks, talk to chicks and all that kind of stuff. If one of us wasn't really feeling it that night, you would kind of know that he wasn't feeling it that night, because he ain't acting like he normally acts. Normally, he bouncing all around the spot. He in this girl face, he in that girl face. You know what I'm saying? He trying to make something happen. He trying to he trying to raise his score tonight. And this night he acting like, I don't know, like his dog ran away, or like somebody showed him, sold him an overpriced puppy. Like, yo, this puppy is expensive as shit. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, dog. No pun intended. All right. Jay Bush says Broad Street, Mount Airy, Germantown Ave, Lehigh Ave, West Philly, South West Philly. That's what's up. That's what's up. Don't forget West Oak Lane. Don't forget Logan. Don't forget Olney. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget that. Stacey White says, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about no show. What do you mean? Oh, no snow. Oh, yeah. Well, but you live in Michigan. Don't you have to worry about snow? What up, Pookie? What up, Pookie? Yeah. I was born and raised in Germantown. Well, I guess I wasn't really born in Germantown, because I was born in University of Penn Hospital. But I was definitely raised in the G. Pulaski Town, all day, every day. Represent. Maxtown movie, UWU, Discord, cat mewing, skibbity Riz. Damn, what's up? Jay Bush says, I'm also from Philly. That's what's up, man. What part of Philly you from? Because If you from Philly, you know all of this shit that all of this shit that I could say. You can relate to all of that. Hellfire and Brimstone says, you can't trust a person that moves funny. If they show you who they are, believe them the first time. It's better to show a person your enemy versus a secret enemy. At least you know their intent. I totally agree with that. But like I was talking about before, with men don't want to be called out as acting like a little bitch, acting like a little pussy in front of other men. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. So it's like, like most dudes don't want to be around no dude that's complaining all the time. Everybody got a dude in their crew that never takes no accountability, always bitching about something. He bitching about his girl. He bitching about his mom. He bitching about his brothers and sisters. He bitching about his cousins. He bitching about his teachers. He bitching about his classmates. He bitching about his job. He bitch, you know what I mean? Somebody that's always complaining. And we be like, damn, dude, pass the blunt. Like this. He bitching about the blunt. He bitching about the 40 ounce. He bitching about the drinks. He bitching about the y'all with the dinner. He bitching about the bill. He bitching about the tip. We all know somebody. Excuse me. Allergies acting crazy. We all know somebody who be acting crazy all the time or bitching all the time. And we might have noticed that after we, got on him about acting that way, like, yo, man, you acting like a little bitch. Like, come on, man. Nobody want to hear that shit all the time. Still, man, you know what I mean? But it ain't right. It ain't right how, like how they be doing that to us. How they, because we just trying to show love. We just, shut the fuck up. Shit. Bo the Life 100. Oh, I'm sorry. Bow tie for Life 100. That's what's up. He said, that's how we stay aligned. That's what's up. Tony DeLeon, he says, like you're complaining. I'm not complaining, dickhead. Not complaining, dickhead. I'm giving an example. The fuck? Did you read the title of the show? No, you ain't read the title of the show. He ain't read. He just. It's all good though. John Jeffries, my dude. Another Philly brother coming through to represent. What'd he say? He said, oh shit. My man Omar with the fresh lemonade yellow Ralph Lauren polo. Yeah. Lemonade. I never thought about it that being that color. You know what I mean? I thought it was more like the sunny disposition. It's all good though. This is all love though. What's up, man? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. And Walter Jimenez says, I'm the great. Oh God. Bow tie for life says, you gotta be brawn around your boys, dude. Bring them back to manhood. You do. But you know how manhood is today? These cats out here, they don't know no stuff. You know what I hate? I hate to say this. I hate to say this. But we gotta get back to teaching our young boys how to rumble again. Because all they know how to do is press buttons, swipe screens, I should say, and shoot. They don't know how to fucking fight. And it's so bad. It's so bad these days. I hear these young cats say, no, I don't know how to fight, but I know how to shoot. I know how to pull. They saying that. Man, when I was growing up, nobody would have ever talked like that. Nobody would have ever said they didn't know how to fight. But I'm not an advocate of senseless violence. But the thing is, when we were more rough and tumble, what we knew how to do was watch what we said to each other. So there was a certain level of mutual respect. Like, yo, you don't talk like this to certain people. You don't just go raising your voice and yelling at cats or hollering at somebody or whatever. You don't do that. You know what I mean? It might get your nose realigned. It might get you a shiner. put a stake on your eye or two for you know what we used to say. I'll put a sign on your eye to say closed for the weekend. But back in the day, you used to have to know how to hold your hands. You know, you always had to watch out for the dude, you know, the bull who was always pulling up his pants. I never really understood what all that, but we don't know how to hold our hands no more. There's no heavyweight boxing class. There's not. So these cats nowadays, they talk reckless to each other and they feel like they have the right to do so with all of this social media stuff. People talk crazy and reckless to each other. We would have never did that before. We would have never done that. We wouldn't do that. We knew there were consequences for your actions. You was going to have to see somebody about that. Yo, give me a fair one. And nobody wanted to see, you know, they didn't want to get their ass whooped right in the middle of the street or in front of the school, the whole school. So we need to bring that back because there is no accountability other than getting shot. And that ain't cool. I'm not trying to eliminate the young cats. I'm trying to put some more testosterone into them. They're not men no more. They're just not. And it's ridiculous. Look at these trolls. You can tell they ain't got a drop of testosterone in them. Real men ain't doing that shit. They ain't trying to come through no show being disruptive and dumb shit when niggas is here talking about real shit. Think about it. They are the screen swipers. They are the... let me go get my PlayStation 5. Yeah, too much Call of Dutying. It's too much Call of Dutying. They think that they can respawn. No, you can't respawn. So they figure since they not in front of somebody, they don't know who they're talking to, so they can just talk any kind of way. But it's just crazy. It's crazy out here. But yeah, so when we talk about moving funny nowadays, we talk about a whole different animal. It's not like it was before. And I don't want to be that old cat. I don't want to be the old cat that's always talking about, oh, these cats out here, y'all don't have nothing like we used to. I don't want to be like that. But manhood is manhood, and it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Even dudes nowadays, listen, when I was growing up, nobody described themselves as being petty. Now, people pride themselves in being petty. You know what petty means? It means small and insignificant. That's what, like when you have petty cash, you don't have no real money. You know, it's petty cash. It's a couple of dollars. It ain't gonna pay no bills. It's not gonna get you out of a jam. It's petty cash. But we've made a whole culture out of being petty. That means you get smart with somebody. You know, you pop off on somebody. Y'all going back and forth with each other. That's where we are nowadays. And I'm not sure how we got here, but I have some clues. Walter Jimenez said, he said, go Chiefs. You know I'm an Eagles fan. That's all good though. All right. What's that? Tax Evasion 22. What's good? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. And Mr. Pop. Wait. Pop Tart VR. I made you my background. That's dope. Appreciate that. John Jeffrey says, fresh glass of something, or Sunny D, no Diddy. That's what's up. Ghost says, I like fighting and cocaine. Bowtie for Life says, they fight for how they viewed and not for progression. Facts. What's my favorite Fortnite skin? I don't play Fortnite. I played it like once or twice. It's not really my game though. Listen, I'm a Call of Duty, GT, well, any GT, any Grand Theft Auto, any GTA. Like those are my kind of games. I play other shit, but it seems like they don't come out with as many games as they used to. As many good games as they used to. Like they used to have good games. Now I play Call of Duty constantly. I don't be playing shit else. Before I used to have a game that would take me away from that shit, like The Last of Us or something. I'm waiting for the next Last of Us to come out. That was a good game. It was a good game. I ain't like the way they turned the girl into a dyke, but yeah, that's where we are. Nate says amen. Bowtie says amen. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, Shirley Cheryl says they heard Bruce Lee making noises and kicking buttons, so they figured they make noise too. It would eliminate their opponent's confidence. You know what? There might be some truth to that. It might be. All right. Sorry I didn't get to you, Lavender. Amen. Turshinov says, there is no way. No way what? Bowtie says, the truth is, if you wanted to make a name for yourself before social media, you had to make yourself public. It's gone, bro. Listen, before social media, you could just be a star from around your way. You know? I mean, there were plenty of stars just around the way. Dudes who could fight really well. Dudes who could play basketball really well. Dudes who could dance really well. Dudes who could roller skate. We just had regular physical skills that would get dudes that didn't have no skills and no sports. They just could dress their ass off. Had a fresh haircut, dressed fresh every day, and they got all the girls. You could get girls just because you was light skinned with curly hair. You ain't have to do shit. It's the real shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Stephanie Batanzos, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is a daily go-getterism show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight we are talking about, I didn't notice they were moving funny until they, so we're talking about how people that you've grown to know pretty well start acting differently, and not in a good way. They start acting negatively differently around you. But they ain't saying nothing. You gotta try to extract the reason that they acting like this. And it's really all just a miscommunication. A lot of times it's just a miscommunication. They may have thought that you felt some kind of way about them, or that you said something about them, or expressed something about something that pertains to them. It could be something crazy. Like maybe, let's say y'all were having a conversation with some other people, and you said that, yeah, these drug addicts out here, or these pill poppers, they be acting crazy, or blah, 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 blah. And maybe their mom was a pill popper. So it was like a trigger for them. Maybe one of their parents or somebody that was close to them died over this, that, and the third. When I was a comedian and I'd be on stage, I would tell certain jokes that would trigger people. Like I had this joke I used to tell. It was a joke about Charlie Brown. And the joke went something like this. It was like, you know how Charlie Brown, y'all know the cartoon Charlie Brown. The joke went like this. Like, you know how it was funny how Charlie Brown was the star of all his specials, but he was also the underdog. So you notice, like on that cartoon, everybody teases Charlie Brown. Nobody respects Charlie Brown. Everybody insults him, puts him down, disses him. They never gave him any kind of love or respect. Yet it was his show. It was, so you had titles like it's the Christmas specials, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, it's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown, what's that? The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I was like, well, what if we had some new millennium Charlie Brown specials to show how we feel about Charlie Brown? Because I don't know about y'all, but I always thought it was a little bit odd that an 8-year-old white boy only had 3 strands of hair. And nobody never said nothing about that. You want to diss this boy because he couldn't kick a football that somebody moved away from him when he went to go kick it. But you ain't say nothing about the fact that an 8 or 9-year-old boy didn't have no hair. Nobody said a word about it. And also, so the end of the joke was, all right, so we're going to make some new millennium Charlie Brown specials to show how we feel about Charlie Brown. So check this one out. You look like you just completed chemotherapy, Charlie Brown. And that would trigger some people. Like, most people will laugh like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then some people will be like, ooh, because, you know, a lot of people. Yeah. You know, cancer. You can't laugh at cancer. Shit. I figure we need to laugh at it because we sure can't kick his ass. All right. So, all right. Kylo Zapoa says if somebody thinks being petty is pro, they give victory to the enemy. That's how I feel about it, man. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Walter Jimenez asks, what are you drinking? This is called Colon Ream. So this has a lot of it has a lot of garlic in it. It's red because of the beets that are in it. It also has collard greens in it. There's some spinach in it. There's a turnip in it. There's some radish in it. There's also a cucumber in it, tomato and red onion. That's all that's in this particular one. But I also have 3 herbs in here. I have chlorella, turmeric, echinacea, and black seed. So this is very, very healthy, and I call it colon ream because think about your colon and you know how you move your bowels. This will move the crowd. So if you're the type that's stopped up and you know how unhealthy it is to have a constipation, well, this will relieve that. Trust. All right. No alcohol, man. I've been alcohol free since December 8th, 2012. All right. Hellfire and Brimstone says, to be honest, this generation is lost. They have no positive role models to look up to. They only have mothers. Well, I think they do have positive role models, but I don't think that some of the positive role models make themselves as accessible as they used to. See, back when we were growing up, the old heads would take us under their wing. When they had jobs, especially trade jobs in a trade, electricity, plumbing, cement work, roofing, whatever, they would take us along. We didn't always want to do the work and we didn't want to be out there in the sun and all of that, but we learned the skill. And some of us really learned it, honed that skill, and were able to make a living from it. And that's what's missing nowadays. These kids don't have after school jobs. We worked at fast food or housekeeping or whatever we could do, you know, worked in retail or something like that. We had after school jobs. Most of us did. All of my friends had after school jobs. Our parents didn't give us enough money for us to get fly every day. We wanted to be fly every day. We had to pay for it. So we wanted Guess jeans. We had to pay for it ourselves. We wanted expensive $100 sneakers in 1987, 88, 80. Our parents wasn't paying that shit. So we had to work. And so we did. These teenagers, name a teenager you know now that has an after school job. They still exist. Maybe not in the same capacity, but they still exist. People will hire a teenager to work. But it's a different time. It's something we got to deal with. But there are positive role models out here. You might be a positive role model, but how accessible are you making yourself? You know, and we say that these kids don't want to listen to nothing we have to say. That's not true. That's not true. You got to catch them by themselves. See, in front of the crowd and all of that, they show out. Just like the trolls that come on this show. But you catch them by themselves, and it's like, then you start getting deeper into their psyche and deeper into their soul. And that's where you can see the change start to happen. We can't have stadiums full of people and expect us to reach all of them. It's not going to happen. Like, think about it. When you go see a concert, is everybody feeling the same songs as one person is? Yeah, you hear the roar of the crowd, but does that mean every single person in there is enjoying that particular song or that particular performance? Probably not. Especially at a comedy show. So we got to look at it that way. More individual attention. Each one reach one, teach one. All right. Mr. Dark, what's going on? Walter says, I grew up with Mortal Kombat trilogy and 007 GoldenEye. Really good games. Shoot, as far as I'm concerned, the best console that ever came out was the PlayStation 2. That was a superior console. It really was. It was a superior console. All right. Mr. Pop Toy says, I play football. That's what's up. Okay. All right. Let me see. Shirley Show says, yo, Walter, that was one of my games, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 007. Always made me feel weird because I couldn't get the coordination right. That's what's up. Yeah, they used to be, yeah, the way you moved with those games, it was crazy. All right. All right. Hellfire and Brimstone says, you don't have to extract anything. Call them by name and tell them what they did. Communication is everything in everyday life. If you can't tell a person the problem, then you're not their friend. That's a way to look at it. Mr. Respect, what's good? What's up? What's good with you? All right. Bow Tie says, bro, on that bulk soup. Alright, Hellfire says, you're not responsible for how they feel afterwards, but you definitely have to call them out or else they'll keep doing the same things. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Shirley Show talking about some strawberries. She always talking about strawberries in this damn drink. That shit would be disgusting. Be disgusting. Hellfire says, knowledge is everything, but you have to know the ledge on which you stand on. That's what's up. Know the ledge. That's what's up. It sounds like something Rakim would say. All right, Dingleberry says, what's up, man? You doing how you doing tonight in the morning? Man, I'm feeling like a real man should. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Hellfire and Brimstone says, that's true. Parents didn't give us anything. You had to earn it. We had to do chores. You know what I mean? Take out the trash, wash the dishes, cut the grass, mow the lawn, cut the hedges. Shit, we wanted extra money. We would go to the supermarket and help ladies to their cars with the bags. So we was getting tips. That shit worked. That shit, you would get good money back in the day. That's why we was kind of pissed when they started letting people take the okay, I don't know about other places, but in Philly, you didn't used to be able to take the shopping carts to the cars. They had these barriers right there on the curb of the supermarket. So there was either you had to pull your car up to the supermarket or you just took your bags to the car. So we would help ladies with their bags, and we would get paid 50 cents here, $1 there. Work all day, we get paid. Hustling, legal hustle. We had a bunch of legal hustles. When they stopped full service at gas stations, pump the gas. Cats still do that now, but them kids look like they just getting money to get high. We actually wanted money for some real shit. And remember the paper route? See, they don't really have newspapers like they used to before, but there was a paper route. There used to be a such thing as a paper boy. And it was a good job. It was a responsible job. You had to make sure you had that money. And you had to build a relationship with people. So you knew your neighbors, and your neighbors knew who you were. It was a good look. Good morning. Good morning. What's these perhaps around? What the hell? All right. Bam Bam says, a few people teach their kids creativity nowadays. People don't know that many life skills in this generation. Dog, we are graduating. The class of 2024, we are graduating a bunch of students that don't know how to do shit. They don't know how to do shit. If it's not a computer-based thing, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to change. They don't know how to like put a lamp up or a ceiling fan. They don't know how to build a fence. They don't know how to fix a step. They don't know how to stop a leak in a faucet. They don't know how to do anything, and nobody's there to teach them. Now we say that is because there aren't enough fathers in the home, but I think it's bigger than that. We're just not passing on our skills to the youth. I've noticed that when I've showed young people how to do something, they were very receptive of it. People like having knowledge, especially if you explain to them, like, listen, man, you can make a couple of dollars with this. Well, I'm gonna just teach you a few things. I'm going to teach you how to fix a leaky faucet. That's all I'm gonna teach you. I'm not going to teach you how to. Tell you what, I'll teach you how to unstop a sink and how to fix a leaky faucet. And you can print up some flyers or go door to door and ask if they have any leaky faucets, and you can fix them. Get yourself a little toolbox, and all you do is fix leaks. You know how many people in so many houses have like a leak that they just been letting go. They don't want to call a full-fledged plumber to fix that leak. Some people think that if they faucet is leaking, they got to get a whole new faucet. So you get in there, you change the washers, you change the seats, you stop a leak. They gonna fuck with you. They probably have a leak in their basement where they wash the clothes or something. Probably in the kitchen sink might be leaking. Definitely one of those bathroom sinks are leaking. Somebody on some block definitely has this problem. You 16, 17 years old. We can start at 14. 14 to 18 years old, you got a little hustle. Unstopping sinks. You know how many, all of these chicks out here with these weaves and these wigs, they keep stopped up sinks. They keep stopped up sinks. And here you are unstopping sinks. Letting the water flow down the drain the way it's supposed to. And it's not hard to do. Get you a little handheld snake. You don't even need no Drano. Get you just a little handheld snake. Show you how to unscrew the trap under the sink. And you get paid. You don't have to give them a lot. Give them something. Give them something. It's a hustle. Bring back the door to door. That's where the money is. The money is in the hood. It's being spent on all the wrong shit. Shit, the way society is nowadays, you would think they waiting for Joe Biden or Donald Trump to come and unstop their sinks. Yeah, if we elect Donald Trump, we won't have stopped up sinks no more. You dumb motherfucker. I mean, it's literally that bad. What are we looking like? All right, I started late. We're going to go a few more minutes and get on up out of here. Hellfire Brimstone says, I I'm a role model, but everyone that I've taken under my wing betrayed me in some way or form. Listen, man, when you give somebody a gift, let them remember that is theirs. Remember that is theirs. My dad always said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So whatever you give to somebody, just remember that is theirs. You know what I mean? And when we expect them to pay homage or to hang around and all of that, our expectations are out of control. I know it's disheartening to hear that, but it's a fact. Hunter Walkup. Hey, do you remember me? I'm not sure, but I'm glad you're here. Regardless, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And the rebound session says, my guy, what up? What up with you? Thanks for coming through. Walter Jimenez says, PS2 was superior. Yeah, it was. It was a dope ass joint. Okay. Scammer Skull says, why you gotta wear that yellow shirt? It's hurting my eyes. Close your eyes then. Walter says, Need for Speed Underground 2 was so fire. Word. All right. All right. Dingleberry says, do you smoke bud? Nah, man, I'm totally drug free. Drug and alcohol free. Nah. I mean, people can do whatever they want to do, but I ain't doing none of that shit. Flash Gaming and Fishing says, telling us a bunch of useless junk. Okay. Well, then don't use it. Rock with whatever you was rocking with before. All right, Richard Kent says, blah, 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 da. All right. Walter says, I was born in 92 and I grew up side hustling, cutting neighbors' grass and painting their street numbers. That's what's up. So you still in your 30s. Young 30s too. That's what's up. Hellfire says, I grew up in Detroit. We used to hustle bottle for 10 cents a pop. Shout out to the D. I always show love to the D. That's what's up. Flash Game says, exactly, Richard. All right. Okay. Hellfire and Brimstone says, cutting grass and shoveling snow too. Hustles. Getting money, baby. Getting money. Townside, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. All right. Stacy says, congratulations for sobriety. Appreciate that. Whew, it's getting scarce out this bitch. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Fuck. All right. Okay. Bam. All right. Oh, God. All right. Bay 510. Bay. All right. Raymond Rhymes says, I always show love to the D. Wild starter for alive. I don't know why YouTube did you like that. Oh my God. We about to do these birthday shout outs. Get the fuck on up out of here because this shit is. Whew. These struggle bees is real. This is a real struggle tonight. Real shit. All right, wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right, we good. Oh my God. Woo, Hellfire and Brimstone says, Wycliffe and Richard, we appreciate your comments. He must have stole your woman or some shit because you keep switching accounts just to comment the same shit. Ain't that's some crazy shit. Talk about, I mean, like, what a life. What a fucking life. But it is what it is. So we was talking about people moving funny, and you noticed that they was moving funny when a particular conversation was started or when something else crazy happened. And it happens. It happens. But what do we do about it? What are the solutions? When somebody's moving funny towards you, are you going to keep begging them to, return to how they were before? Are you going to try to keep convincing them, to communicate with you and let you, try to improve the situation, bury the hatchet, get some kind of understanding, come to some kind of agreement or something like that? Wave the white flag. What do they say? Extend the olive branch. If somebody won't even admit to being angry with you, upset with you, or having a problem with you, how are you going to get them to stop doing it? Like, what you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong. Or a friend of yours is now hanging out with enemies of yours. They know how you feel about somebody else. Maybe y'all have beef with each other because of something that happened before. Some old crazy shit. It could have happened a long time ago, or it could have been something in recent memory. But it's something that makes you not be cool with somebody else. And that's who they choose to hang around with. Now they know you're going to have a problem with them. And at the same time, they have the freedom to hang around with whoever they want to hang around with. But they fully understand that you having knowledge of them hanging around your ops is going to stop you from dealing with them. They cool with it. Or maybe they want you to ask about that. There's something going on. What's going on? There's something, man. Yo, man, do something. All right. All right, Hellfire. It says, that lets you know that you saying some real shit because the devil can't stand the truth. Man, listen. I don't allow any censorship on this show. I just try to stop anybody from being disruptive. I don't care what you say, but once you start getting in the way of other people being able to express themselves, then that's when I have a problem with it. But you have to understand that there's something going on in a person's brain that makes them cry out for that kind of negative attention. Because they was literally begging for it. Like, please read these comments. Please. Look, listen, look, y'all, he not reading the comments. Well, he's just not reading mine. Bitches. What the fuck? Yeah. Unless you know they weren't really a friend. Deborah Marsh Miller says, forgive them and love them from a distance. And that's all you can really do. Maybe one day the distance will close the gap, so to speak. Maybe one day y'all can be cool like y'all were before, but not necessarily like y'all were before, because you can never return to factory condition with somebody because our psyche won't allow us to do that. But it doesn't mean that you can't build something new. But when a person is moving funny and they don't want to tell you or give you an explanation or, tell you the reason about why they're moving funny, all you can do is do what you have to do. Do for self. Please hit the like button, y'all. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are here every single night from 1 a.m. until we get done. and we just about done. So what we gonna do is we gonna do these birthday shout outs, and then we gonna holler back. And hopefully I see y'all again tomorrow. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious May 29th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Shay Clark, turning 41 years old today, and also Stacy Welker, happy birthday to you, and Niagara Moore, turning 50 years old today, and also Tina Sanchez, turning 60 years old today, and Keisha McCoy, turning 54 years old today, and Alicia Mashore, turning 58 years old today, and Valerie Chirac, turning 32 years old today, and Latasha Thomas, turning 43 years old today, and Chardell Love, turning 47 years old today, and Marcus Messiah Yisrael, happy birthday to you, and my girl Yolanda Williams, turning 56 years old today. Hold on, let me get my cursor right. And my man, go-getter Ryan Walters, turning 40 years old today. And my auntie, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my girl Dorothy Games, happy birthday to you, auntie. And I believe this is last but not least, and it is last but not least, my brother, my mellow, my man, Andre Richardson, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit, and that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious May 29th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. When they start moving funny and you have to notice, when they start moving funny and you have to notice, when they start moving funny and they have to notice, what's going on? What do I owe this type of behavior? You're acting like we was never cool, and I ain't trying to act like a fool. You come through and do what you do, but don't act like you ain't acting brand new. I know a time when we was kind of brown now, and now you acting like we was never ever down. Well, maybe one day we'll be back in the form, but right now you ain't acting warm. You're acting kind of cool, and ain't cool, but everything is going to be all right. I learned in school that you got to let a motherfucker be himself, and if you don't do that, just concentrate on your wealth and your own self. Yo, you do your own you. You don't always have to roll around in a crew, but if that's the thing that suits you, well, then you got to get your crew right. Yeah, do it tonight. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another daily Go-Getterism show, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry I was late tonight. But we'll be right back here, tall in the saddle tomorrow night. And I appreciate y'all, all of y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And thanks for the new sub, Hellfire and Brimstone. Appreciate you, mucho. And I promise not to let you down. Man, I promise. Peace, y'all. All right, hold on. Let me take off my uniform here and take y'all uniform. Oh, wait, hold up. Y'all, some of y'all weren't here in the beginning, so y'all didn't see that y'all had y'all uniform on too. Hold on, let me get to that was you. That's y'all. Well, I put the beads on y'all. So we all rock the beads. That's our uniform for this show. All right, so let me take these off of you there. take these off for you there. You good? You good? All right, y'all. Salute.